Oh.
See you later. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, hey, TikTok, what's going on? Oh, sorry, y'all. Oh, baby, no attention. Happy Monday. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. So if you're watching and you have questions, you can go ahead and put those in and I will get to you. Hey, Big South Money. Uh-oh. Ike, what's up, Ike? All right, so I want everybody to see now. This our local insurance man. Thank you, Ike, for being here. I appreciate that. Hey, Dwight. Y'all let me know if you can hear me, please. You guys too. If you can hear me on TikTok, just if you could let me know before I get started. Thank you very much. Hey, Lachelle. That's right. Dwight, we can't drop no money signs. Ain't that too much? It's not that much money out there right now, but it's okay. Oh, thank you, Toya, for letting me know. Thank you, Dwight. All right. Hey, Dana. How you doing today? Happy Monday. Oh. That's right. So I was waiting till everybody got in here, but I will announce it again. Thank you, Mr. Thorpe, for bringing it to my attention. This is y'all see something different behind me. I'm gonna let y'all see really quick. Y'all see I got the little smart TV behind me. I have just show y'all this area really fast. Y'all see this? Okay. Uh-oh. So I want you guys to be able to take a look really quick. I know it might be kind of hard, but if you're here in Brevard, if you're in Orlando, because Orlando, y'all can still make it too. I'm going to let you guys know where I am at in a second, but I wanted you guys to know that if you want to host workshops, classes, you want to do some meeting events, we have a very, very nice area. Mr. Eugene and Miss Frida. I'm gonna put the information for y'all in a second. They have opened up their, well, let me tell y'all really quick before I get started. So they actually have two things going on. They are real estate agents, but they also have a nonprofit so they can help individuals like you guys be able to get a home. So if y'all want to come out here to the wonderful Cape Canaveral, and let me go ahead and hit enter so y'all can see where I am. It is called the Mortgage Ministry Project. Again, it's out here Cape Canaveral. Very nice location. Now it's next to a place to eat, so you don't have to go nowhere. Right across from where the cruise ships are, so you got a nice little view. But if you want to have a class, a meeting, a workshop, and you want to be able to come and get out of regular old Melbourne, regular Cocoa, come on over here to the Cape and relax, kick your shoes off, and come on over here and utilize some of these things that they have to be able to make your class and meeting in your workshops better. Okay. So again, I did put the information down here. I don't know. Okay, that's me. So I did put the information so the individuals on Facebook and YouTube can see. If anyone is watching that's local from TikTok, then you guys can send me a message on Instagram and I will send it to you so that you guys can get in touch with Miss Frida and Mr. Eugene. So I thank y'all very much for letting me utilize this space for this class. Well, not class, for this little meeting we have today. So y'all know I always start off by saying I don't want to keep anybody long because I don't. Thank you guys for being here again today. And you can always go ahead on and drop your questions. I will get to them. I just want to go over what is going on in the world today. Okay. So Dwight, I know you got some stuff for me, so I'm gonna be looking at your messages. Okay. All right. Thank you, Miss Pam. I appreciate it. Okay. So a couple things really fast. Let me go down my Let me just get to, let's see if I got that right. Okay, hit the button and get it to stay on. All right. So child tax credit really quick for anybody that has not already talked to me. If you guys have not received your checks, a lot of you guys told me that you have not received your money from IRS for the child tax credit. That is very normal. A lot of you guys are having identification issues. If you have identification issues, the IRS will not pay you. Okay, so I need y'all to hear what I'm saying. So if you can't get in to ID me, I did post the contact information today. If anybody's watching on TikTok and you're having an issue getting into IRS, the child tax credit portal, let me know. I have a phone number where you can call the IRS to get some assistance so that you can get in. All right, because a lot of you don't know where your checks are. You don't know if they've been mailed. You don't know if they've been direct deposit. So we want to be able to try to change that. Nothing new is going on with the child tax credit other than people can't get in. Also, if you've missed back payments, so if you haven't gotten a July check, please do not expect to get a July check. You will not see that until tax time next year. They are not in the business of giving missed payments out. Maybe August. July is a little too far gone now. So if you didn't get it, you just have to get it on the next round. Okay. So if y'all have any questions, you can go ahead on and ask. Hey James, how you doing? All right. All right. So y'all see Miss Frida on here too, guys. So y'all want y'all to go ahead on and let me put y'all can go ahead on and you can follow them. Miss Frida also is a minister. So you can come on and get some good word. Come on and get you a house. Come on and learn about what you got to do to get your credit together, the whole nine. And you can have a class in their location. You can't beat that. Okay. You can do everything in one, no excuse. So this is Miss Frida. If y'all want to add her as a friend, if you want to send her a message, please feel free to do so. Okay. All right. Let's see. Somebody got a question. If they got an IRS account, can they do it the way? So if you have an IRS account and you want to log in to check the status of your child tax credit check, you can. But a lot of you guys are telling me you cannot get in. And if you can't get in, it's because you're having an identification issue and the IRS is just not going to pay you. And I really want you guys to listen to me. I said this last week, but I'm gonna say it again. If you do not work out if you do not work out your identification issues, you can kiss getting income tax checks goodbye, okay? Because they are not going to issue you any payments until it is all worked out. And that goes for your loved ones that are incarcerated. That goes for especially some of you mothers, okay? So some of y'all having a hard time getting in there, please make sure you get that straightened out. And I do have the number where you can call IRS to get that worked on, okay? So that's that with the child tax credit. Let me see if y'all sent me anything. Hey, Glamorous. Hey, Maria. Mabel Gomez, if you can't get in, you send me a message on Instagram. I will send you the number. You can call IRS and they will they will work with you to get in touch with ID Me to see if they can get you verified. Now, if it's an issue of, and you had this issue since you've gotten your taxes. Now, if you have an identification issue and you found out you had that when you did your tax refund, you're going to have to send in proof to the IRS. So if this is more than just a child tax credit issue, you will have to send in proof to the IRS so they know who you are, because they are not going to be releasing anything to anybody. There's so much fraud going on. They're afraid to pay you. All right. So y'all have to make sure y'all are paying attention to that. That's right, Tanya. So again, I didn't say it this time, but make sure y'all share, tag, hit the notification bell if you're watching on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, make sure you follow me if you haven't. Share so somebody else can get this good information. And the same thing for you guys here on Facebook. Y'all know I take a lot of time out of my day to sort through all this information to give y'all the goods of what's going on, okay? All right, so let's get to the taxes and stimulus. There shouldn't be much else to be said about the taxes and stimulus other than if you haven't received it, you need to go and check those portals to find out where your money is. Get my payment is for the $1,400 stimulus. Where's my refund? That is for your tax refund and the $1,200 and $600 if you're looking for it. If you amended your taxes, IRS has an amendment portal where you can go and check. So you do not check your taxes where everyone else has if you have amended your taxes, and a lot of you have. Okay, I'm going to get to talking about amendments a little more when I get on this PPP loan forgiveness, but we're just going to talk about taxes and stimulus right now. Okay, so let me see what you got over here on TikTok. Queen Tsunami says, hey, I haven't received my unemployment since May 17th. Do you know anything of what's going on with that? I do not know what state you're living in, Queen Tsunami, but I can tell you that you are probably not the only one that is missing unemployment. Okay, a lot of y'all are missing unemployment funds. All I can tell you when it comes to unemployment, because it is such a slippery slope, is that if you're not getting the response that you want from the individuals at the unemployment office, please utilize your county commissioners, your city commissioners. I told you guys you can call your senators. I have absolutely no problem hitting their phone number in Tallahassee and making my complaint so that I can get some stuff worked out in my favor. Okay, remember, these people get paid. And if you were doing a job or not doing your job and you got paid, somebody would tell on you. So this is not to get anybody in trouble, but this is to make sure that they are held accountable and do what they're supposed to do. So if they're, these senators, they're getting a check, make sure they're working for it. The individuals that are working for DEO, they're getting a check, make sure they work for it too. So if you don't have no money, I make sure that nobody else ain't having none either. Until I get paid, ain't nobody else getting paid. All right. So y'all got to have that type of attitude to make these people do their jobs. All right. So that's where we are with the unemployment. That is unfortunate, but that's just where we are right now. Hey, from California, Grace Fidel. Nothing new is going on in California. I don't know if I have anybody that's watching from Illinois. Illinois right now is the only state, and y'all see me sweating over here. Illinois is the only state right now that is giving out back to business grants. This is not an SBA grant. This is a grant that is just through the state of Illinois. So if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, let them know that it is called Back to Business Grant, and it is from the state of Illinois. There are the requirements aren't that bad. I think they range anywhere from like $10,000 to $20,000. So if somebody wants some business, if somebody wants some money, I would go look that grant up. It's called Back to Business Grant, and it is Illinois only. All right. Let's see. Anybody else? Okay. All right. Let me move on to some of the good stuff. All right. So we could talk about housing assistance really quick. A couple things. So if you're here locally in Brevard, the housing office has started issuing housing vouchers. Okay. If you have not gotten a housing voucher, I will give you the phone number and the email, and you can contact and see where your name is at on the list. And I'm not talking about your regular Section 8. I am talking about the emergency rental assistance vouchers. They are starting to put those out. Now, I am finding that people are having problems finding places to use it, which is why the sooner you get your voucher, the quicker you need to go out and start finding places, because they are going to be snatched up and very fast. Okay. So that is for renters. Still, if you have not done your eviction moratorium form through CDC, that ends October 3rd. The link is on one of my videos. If not, you can easily find it on Google. You just do a Google search, CDC eviction moratorium. Please get that in. I am surprised that people are still to this day. Somebody sent me a message today asking about the form and being evicted and got a 3-day notice. They have extended this thing 4 times, y'all. There's no reason anybody should be worrying if they're going to be evicted if they have a CDC eviction moratorium form. Now, that doesn't mean the process doesn't continue. They can still do the eviction process, but it definitely does slows the chance. It slows down the process, but it also makes it much harder for them to ask you to leave. Okay. Ourflorida.com. This is for people who are in Florida. They are finally starting to speed up applications. So if you have thought about going to Our Florida to get some money for rent, utilities, I think that's all they're paying for is rent and utilities right now. You can just go to ourflorida.com and you can see what they have available. Now, every state does have a rental assistance. I will have to post the If you guys want the link, I can send it to you. But you can just do a quick Google search and you can put in, I'm trying to think what would be the best thing to tell you guys to put. Matter of fact, you know what? Don't even search. You can send me a request on Facebook or Instagram and I'll send you the link so you can see where or who is giving out any money. But you can also do 211. Okay, that's United Way. So 211, you can call it or you can text it. They will also tell you what is going on in your area as far as who is giving out some money. Okay. This is a little sidebar, but this is just popped in my head. The VA hospital, they are hiring pretty much all over Florida for housekeepers, and they're giving a $3,000 sign-on bonus. Okay. The post office, this just came out yesterday. They are hiring 100,000 people, and this is statewide. So I went yesterday and I looked up Florida. Florida has 50 jobs. Okay. So that's not a lot, but that just means there are a whole lot of other jobs in a lot of other states. So this is your chance. If you want to come and work for the government, you can get in through the VA or you can try the post office. All right. All you got to do is just, you can go to the post office website. You can go to VA's website, or you can go to usajobs.com, usajobs.com. That is the okay. Sorry, y'all. All right, so let me go and look at some of these messages y'all got. All right. Hey Todd, hey Shamika, are you doing in-person consult for student loans? Yes, I can do it in person, we can do it over the phone. If you're on TikTok, you can hit the link in the bio. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, y'all know where to find me. YouTube, you have all my information, and Facebook, y'all send me messages anyway. So let's talk about student loans since you brought it up, Todd. Thank you. So everybody wants to get their student loans wiped out. I think that is great. I think everybody should if you qualify, okay? There is no list of schools that you can look up to see what schools are going to qualify you to get your loans wiped out. You are going to just have to look up your school to see if your school is closed. If your school is no longer open, Everest, Virginia College, ITT Tech, any Corinthian college, Arkansas University. I try to think of the ones on the top of my head, but if you know that your school is closed, meaning there nothing else, there's no more, you can't go, you can't call them, the phone number's disconnected, you can't send them no mail, you need to get that borrower's defense. Y'all know I have a hard time saying borrowers, but borrower's defense form, and get those loans wiped out. Now, Joe Biden said on Friday that they are not going to have individuals who are disabled. They're not going to have you apply for forgiveness anymore. They will do it for you automatically. Well, y'all know how I feel about that. I'm not waiting for anybody. So if you know someone that's disabled, or if it's you, if you're on Social Security disability, if you have a medical condition, and you're not on Social Security disability, but you have a medical condition that you think will prevent you from ever making a whole lot of money because your condition just precludes that, then you need to also contact Department of Education to find out what does your doctor have to provide the school, well, not the school, Department of Education, to have those loans be considered to be wiped out, okay, to get forgiveness, all right? That is not something you're going to see a lot of happening. The individuals with Social Security disability, you're in there. You don't have to really do anything but submit that form. I'm going to get to y'all messages on TikTok in just a second. But you need to submit that form. It takes about 90 days to process. You won't have to make any payments in the meantime. You guys don't have to make any payments anyway because the loans are deferred until January. Excuse me, they're actually deferred until February. They think they're smart now. They deferred these student loans until February because February is tax season. And they're like, if y'all owe us, we're going to take it this time. So I'm letting you guys know ahead of time. Don't come ask me in February because I know you're going to do it anyway. Are they going to resume taking your student loans if you owe? Right now, as it seems, yes. Okay, they have not said anything about them not. The article I read last night says they are not giving any more extensions. February is the drop dead date. February 1st, you will have to start making your student loan payments. Now, this is where I want y'all to pay close attention, because y'all can tag somebody or tell someone. If you are slated to start paying your student loans back in February and you are not back to work, don't have a job, something's going on, that you're not going to be able to make the payments, please don't wait until the last minute. You can call Department of Education right now and get on an income-based plan. Now, I have a lot of customers that this is how much they pay every month to student loan, zero. And they're on a income-based plan. If you have enough dependents and your income is low enough, the calculation will say you do not have to pay anything. And while you're on that income-based plan and you're paying zero, those months still count. So if you're using those towards some type of forgiveness, it counts. Okay, now you can't be on it forever, but they try not to count those times against you just because of this situation here with COVID. So please do not wait to go and consolidate your loans. I would tell you, if you know you're not going to be working by then, do it now, so that next year you don't have to worry about nothing but that $0 statement coming in your mailbox. All right, so that's what I'm going to say about the starting your student loan payments back. And the other thing I want to talk about is the public servants loan forgiveness. Now, I did just put a video up on TikTok today, so if you have not had a chance, please go look, follow a sister, please. Okay, so y'all can check out what I got going on. But the public service loan forgiveness program is for just about anybody. If you work for a nonprofit, meaning if you work for Job Corps, you work for AmeriCorps, you work for if you're a government contractor, if you are, because, and there's a lot of government contractors. So if you know a government contractor and they've been working at this job full time, they can qualify for the public service loan forgiveness. Now, I'm not going to go deep into what it is because I already did a video on it. It's 3 minutes. But basically, they are going to wipe out whatever you have left over after you've made your 120 payments, which equals out to 10 years. Some of you guys have already been paying your student loans, and right now you're just on a moratorium. And if that is you, you need to go back and buy back that time. You need to go back and get those forms and have them filled out. And if you're saying what form, don't worry, it's in my video. But you need to get those forms filled out so you can be certified, someone to say that, hey, they've been working here. And we want these years to count. Okay, so we want to get these loans wiped out as quickly as we can. And that's one way to do it. So if y'all know somebody that's working at a church, y'all know churches are 501c3. So if y'all know somebody that's working at a church, let them know. Anyone, if somebody working at Goodwill, somebody working at Planned Parenthood. I'm just thinking of all the 501c3s that are popular, but there are a lot. You can also be a librarian, a police officer, a firefighter, any type of first responder, military. It covers almost everybody. It covers almost everybody unless you work in the private sector, then that's different, okay? But they do have ways to try to help the majority of us cut down the student loan debt. So please try to find out where you can fit in and get in so that you can get these loans taken care of, all right? So let me see what else I got. Daniel said there's insufficient evidence. Oh, God. Thank you, Daniel. I don't know what you're talking about, but I think you on that stuff you was on last time. So we're not going to get into all that right now. This ain't no government conspiracy channel. But thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. Okay. That's right, Tanya. They don't care. They want y'all to pay. So that's why you have to be proactive. Okay. That's the way you beat it. You be proactive. You don't wait until they say you got to pay. You go ahead on and tell them that you can't ahead of time. All right. Okay. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Frida. All right, y'all see that? ourflorida.com, and y'all can dial 211 if you want to find out what rental assistance, and that's not just for Florida, that's everywhere. Okay. Okay. Have you consolidated? If you've consolidated your loans, can you still qualify? Which one, Shay Freeman? If you are trying to use the public service loan forgiveness, you have to consolidate your loans. That is a part of the process. And if you guys have a whole bunch of loans out there and you have not consolidated it, I would tell you it is very, very wise to consolidate these loans and get on one payment. Well, you pay one payment anyway, but it puts all your loans together in one. They get one interest rate, and whatever happens to one of them happens to all of them because now they're consolidated. Okay. If you want to use this public service loan forgiveness, it has to be consolidated, and you have to get on one of these income-based payment plans. Why? Because if you get a student loan, this is something y'all might not know, but if you get a student loans are meant to be paid off in 10 years. Okay. So whenever you get your payment, it's going to be based off of a 10-year payment. But if you get on one of those income-based plans, they stretch that 10 years out to 25 years, which is why your payment goes down considerably. So if you want to pay it at the 10-year rate, go right ahead. I know when I had my loans, I stretched mine out to that 25 years, and I went based off of income and whatever dependents, and I got my payment down as low as I possibly could. And especially some of y'all who are trying to get a home. If y'all don't remember, this month, they are changing how they calculate the student loans. So they're still going to calculate them, but they're going to take a smaller percentage so that you can qualify for more home. All right. So, we don't want to sit back and wait. Let's take advantage of a lot of these programs that are coming live. Hell, September, the Fannie Mae program is going to come live, and some of the new things that they're going to be doing, where they're going to be taking your rental payments into consideration to help you qualify. All right. That's starting in September. This one with the student loan program, that one's already started. So if you're looking to buy a house, your credit is good. You in this area, y'all see Miss Frida, hit Miss Frida up. Okay. So y'all can talk to her about it and see about getting getting you a house, and let the bank go on and tell you how they're going to take less amount of your student loan, a smaller percentage, so that it doesn't show that you have to pay so much. So Shay, I hope I answered your question. I'm not sure. Let me know. All right. Let me go back here really fast. All right, the loan forgiveness. We get into that in just a second. I got some stuff to tell y'all about that. All right, it says, what if my business is registered in a different state but doing business in Florida? And that's pertaining to what question, Shaka King? I'm not sure. I don't think it necessarily matters what state your business is, what state you're operating your business out of. But go ahead on and refresh my memory, please. Kay says, what about federal tax return? I'm still waiting since May. Then you are going to be one of those people. I'm telling you, you can call the IRS. The IRS number is real easy. 1-800-829-1040. Okay. 1-800-829-1040. So I am definitely saying that to you, Miss KD. So if you have not received your tax return since May, please call them and find out what's going on. Whether it was mailed, that could hold it up. If you did an amendment, that could hold it up. But if you did an e-file and you just have not received it, it could be the unemployment, but I would call because it has been a little while. All right. Kiki says, unemployment stopped my checks and said it was identity. I live in Brevard. Yeah, so let me run that down to you guys real quick. It's a lot of unemployment theft. All right. So all of y'all know somebody that went to California when this COVID stuff first came out. Okay. So they did it out there, but they did it back at home too. All right. So if you find out that somebody got unemployment under your social with your name, please make sure that unemployment can send you something to verify that somebody got some money, because we have to show that the crime is taking place. So we need to show that the money went to somebody's account, or somebody applied and got paid, whatever. We have to show that somebody got some money, because the police ain't even going to take a report unless the crime has been committed. So once you can show that somebody else got some money in their account and it was not you, and the unemployment can prove that to you, You then go to the police department or sheriff department, wherever, whoever is over your jurisdiction, and then get a police report for identity theft. You can then turn that in. The good part about it is you can use that for almost everything. You can use that with the IRS because now somebody has used your social. You can use that for the credit bureaus. You can also use that at DEO and any other type of public assistance that you get. Because remember, once they get your social once, they can use it over and over and over again. And you wouldn't know because a lot of you guys do not check your credit on the regular. And a lot of y'all don't have y'all credit locked up. You don't have a security freeze, none of that. Okay. So if that's happened to you, I am sorry. Get you some proof so that you can go on and get that person taken care of so they won't be stealing anybody else's information. Okay. Thank you very much, Sexy Law 25. Okay, Illinois State Design is hiring. Okay, so anybody in Illinois going on to get y'all a job, they hiring now, y'all. They don't want to give y'all no more food stamps and they don't want to give y'all no more unemployment. So if they're not going to give it to you, they got to give y'all a job. And now I'm starting to see, okay, now they're trying to come out with these jobs. So make sure y'all jump on them if you guys are eligible. All right. Illinois Department of Human Services. Thank you, Tanya. So Illinois Department of Human Services is hiring. That's what I'm talking about. So anybody in Chicago, going on and get y'all a job. Get these good government jobs, okay? Especially with us Black and brown people. We need them, okay? Because they got benefits and you can retire and get your retirement check, which is something that a lot of us do not have and or do not experience, okay? So try to get some of these jobs, people. All right, what's going on with the federal tax return? I've been waiting since May 28th. Katie, I got you already. Okay, it's e-file over with. E-file ended April 15th. You can't e-file, but you can mail. Please don't let anybody tell you that you cannot do your taxes, although it's late. It doesn't matter. It's late, it's late. Just let them penalize you, their little fee. But if you have taxes that have not been done, please, I hate when people say, well, they told me I got 3 years to do it. You do. But some of you don't ever go back and do it. So if you know you didn't do 2020 or 2019, get those things turned in. Because some of y'all, that's why y'all not getting, some of y'all aren't getting child tax credit payments because you didn't even do your taxes. Okay. So, and you're going to be looking crazy come next year when tax time come because you don't file your taxes. They're going to, IRS going to say, well, we're not going to give you your return until you file all those other years. They are cracking down on that stuff, y'all. So I want y'all to pay attention. Okay. All right. Okay. For the closed school forgiveness. Okay. So Shay Freeman asks, is it okay if she consolidated her loan for the closed school forgiveness? That does not matter. If you consolidated your loans and your school closed down, you can still do the borrower's defense and you can do the closed school loan. Those are two different ones. Okay. Shay, I don't know if you know the difference, but there are two. The closed school discharge actually gives you your money back if you made student loan payments, throughout the years. The borrower's defense does not give you any money back. All it does is wipe out the loans. Okay. So if your school closed, you should do the borrower's defense. But if you also paid money for those loans in the past, you should do the closed school discharge so you could get both of them. You can get your money back and get those taken off your credit report and out of the Kyver system so that when they look you up for a house, then it's not showing anymore. Okay. So make sure you do that. Good question, Shay. Thank you for asking. All right. Liz Moore, Miss Frida information. I put it further up, but if you want to, just inbox Miss Frida Thorpe and she will give you her information. She is, if I'm not mistaken, she's still on here right now. So please inbox her. There you go. Look at that. See, Miss Frida already on it. You see that? Look, thank you, Miss Frida. So just so y'all see, Frida Thorpe, this her phone. This is the phone number, the address. Right here in the Cape, this is where we are live from tonight. Okay. Okay, Miss Diamond, you see her information, get that information. I know that's right. Okay. TikTok no good. Are you saying it's not good? Salvador, let me know now. What's going on with my TikTok? Tell me. All right. Trying to buy a house. Can you help me with some info, please? Well, first thing I like to ask Marlon is what's that credit like? Okay. We don't want to play games and with ourselves, let alone the other people that we hire. We like to make sure our stuff is good to go. We need to make sure that median score is at least a 620 or 640. You know, I like to tell people 640 so you don't have anybody asking you any questions later. But it's not just your score. We got to make sure that you have nothing on there that the bank is going to say no to. Okay, so that's no repos, that's no child support. Certain collections, you can't have no apartments on there. You can't have no utility bills and collections, none of those things. So if you think that you are good to go with all of that, Marlon, then you can go right to Ms. Frida as well and let them know that you're ready and you can continue. Okay. All right. Thank you, Shay. All right, Miss Liz. Okay, let's move on. If you graduated before your school closed down, does the bar of defense still apply to you? Good question, Sarah. Yes, it still applies, but here's what you got to do. You can't have both. You can't have no debt and a degree. So what they're going to make you do is they're going to say you have to no longer use that transcript or that degree anymore. It's going to be the exchange. So to me, I don't know why you would care anyway, because if your school closed down, you can't really use that degree or that transcript anyway. If the school's not there. So basically you have to agree that you're going to no longer say that you graduated from so-and-so school. Okay. But if your school closed down, yes, you absolutely do qualify. Look, Paul Quinn, I told y'all about this last week. The Paul Quinn College was a historically Black school. They almost got me. I was so ready to go, and I'm so glad I didn't, because they lost their accreditation, and I would be sitting over here trying to do the same thing y'all doing. Okay. And we don't want that. What can you use the EIDL for? Is there any new rules for using funds? Can you use EIDL to pay off IRA? No. Lachelle, no, and no. So if y'all don't know what she asked, let me just run it down really quick. So Lachelle is asking about the EIDL loan, and she wants to know what can she use the money for, and she wants to know, can she use the government's money to pay a government debt, basically? And the answer is no. You are not allowed to do so. They have a very strict, way down in the fine print policy that you cannot use government funds that they give you to pay another government debt. You just can't do it. Now, what they don't know, I don't know. Okay, what they don't know is the same thing that I don't know and nobody else knows. But since you're asking, I'm telling you no. And if you have an issue with owing the IRS, we don't have to pay it all off at once. You can get on the payment plan. You get on the installment agreement. The IRS has a lot of different ways to take your money, okay? They can take it slow, they can take it fast, or they can take it medium speed. It's whatever you want. But if you owe the IRS and it is more than you can stand to pay, then just get on an installment agreement. If you're experiencing a hardship, meaning you are on a fixed income, you're on Social Security, and you can't afford to make your payments, you can ask for a hardship waiver, and they basically will put your loans on hold for about 10 years. And then they come back in about 10 years and say, hey, has anything changed? If not, they put you back on hold again. So they do have programs where they try to work with you. Extenuating circumstances for the hardship waiver, but they do have things like that for you. But no, Lachelle, don't use that money like that. If you do, just don't tell nobody, okay? Thank you very much, Caroline. It says, what if you lost a child tax credit check? What do I do? Well, if you lost that child tax credit check, you're going to have to let the IRS know. They're going to have to do their investigation to make sure that the check has not been cashed. They're probably going to wait a certain amount of time before they reissue you another one. They're probably going to wait until the check expires, which could be anywhere from 3 months to 6 months. So if you did not get that check, just report it and wait, because it's going to be about 6 months or more before you get another check reissued, because they are not going to take the chance of, even though it might only be a couple dollars, they ain't going to take no chance of giving you 2 checks and they get caught and you cash one. So they're going to make you wait. Okay. It says, when are they forgiving the $50,000 student loans? I have not heard anything about them forgiving the $50,000 student loans. They are just forgiving people that qualify, no matter what your amount is, okay? So if you got $100,000 in student loan debt and your school closed down, guess what? That's gone, wiped out. And what's even better about it is, not only are they wiping it out, they're not even going to send you a 1099-K, which normally they do. 1099-C, excuse me. They usually send you a 1099 and make you put that on your taxes. They're not doing that this time. And I think that's great. Okay. So you basically are going to get some money wiped out, and you don't even have to claim it on your taxes where normally you do. Okay. But you don't have to this time. And something I might have forgot to tell y'all, but if you do the student loan forgiveness and say you do it being total and permanent disabled, you are, even though they wipe them out, you are on a waiting period of where they are going to monitor you. Okay. So it's 2 types. If you are somebody that has a medical condition and you're not total and permanent disabled, but they allow you to wipe out your loans, you are going to be, shall I say, watched for like 6 years. Okay. They are going to have you, it's a process that they wait. They make sure you ain't got no increase. You know, you ain't went and start making $200,000 on a job. That your condition, you know, did it clear up and now you're ready to go back to work. So they check. So it's like a 6-year wait period. Okay. Now, if you're a total permanent disabled person, so that's military, you got 100%, or you're somebody that has SSDI, you only have a 3-year waiting period. After that 3 years, you're good. You don't have to worry about them saying, hey, we're going to put this money back because now you look like you're doing better. It goes away after those waiting period, after those times. Okay. So just so you guys know. All right. The student loan cancellation, Miriam, send me a message. You can even send me an email. I will send you the 2 forms. There is not a website. It's just forms. So instead of having you guys look for the forms, I will send them to you. Okay. Lachelle, you want a payment arrangement, but then we need to talk then. But we need to talk offline, okay? So if you're on a payment arrangement, I want to know why you want to be in a rush to pay them off. You know, but I don't know how much you owe, but depending on what your year is like, if you're somebody that has a side hustle or side business, you could what's the word? Itemize. Sorry, you can itemize on your taxes. If you itemize versus using the standard deduction, it will help you get a larger increase, especially if you're someone without children. Okay, so I'm gonna try to listen to that. I just gave y'all a little gem now. If you're somebody who does not have any kids, you don't got no dependents, but you be like, dang, I can't never get no $5,000 or $7,000 check like those people with kids. The way they do it is, the way you can do it, shall I say, is you're going to have to put down what it is that you do as a business. Now, I said this last week. Some of y'all think you don't have a business, but a lot of you do. A lot of y'all giving rides to people. A lot of y'all taking care of somebody. A lot of y'all making food and delivering to people. A lot of y'all have side jobs and just didn't call it that. So those are the things that you can put on your taxes next year to be able to give you some write-offs, which will, of course, increase the amount of your tax return. Okay. So, Lachelle, we're going to talk about yours, but if anybody else got any questions about that, especially the single people, because I know how frustrating it can be when you don't have no dependents, we can help you look at your situation. Okay. Because sometimes y'all have a job or a side business and you just don't know it because you never called it that. Okay. All right, that's right. Ms. Free say face that giant. That's right, because we're not IRS ain't going nowhere. Okay, they ain't going nowhere. So we want to make sure that we take care of them. Absolutely. Nicole Ben said you can pay yourself and do what you want with that money. I know that's right. Now see, now that is for Lachelle. So she's saying what I'm saying. So once you get that money, we can't tell you what to do. You're just not telling nobody what you did with it. But if you want to pay yourself and then you just happen to write IRS a check, hey, that's on you. Okay, that's not necessarily I'm not gonna say that that's wrong or right, but I think that's one of those things you have to decide on how you feel about it. Okay, but a lot of people did that with the PPP. So, and we finna get to that in just a second. So let me see where we are right now. All right, so we did the housing assistance. Oh, so the housing assistance for the individuals who are watching their own homes. The homeowners loan assistance. I think I'm saying that right. So for for homeowners that wanted assistance because they're having issues with paying their mortgage, just want y'all to know that it is still out right now. Though it is 6 states that are doing it. I'm gonna read them to y'all really quick. So the 6 states that are currently issuing out the money for homeowners are Oregon, Arkansas, Alabama, Tennessee, Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Connecticut. They are doing a trial run in those states to see how the program rolls out before they put it out on a national platform. Now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 6 states that haven't turned in anything, and that is Ohio, Nevada, Utah, Nebraska, Kansas, and Wisconsin. Every other state, including Florida, has turned in their plan of how they plan to execute this program. They just are not allowed to put it out yet because they're waiting to see how the trial goes in those other states. So since We were thinking it was going to be August. I'm thinking it's probably going to be September, as like I thought the first time. So it's taking a little bit of time. So homeowners, I'm sorry if y'all going through anything. I'm just going to say this: they do have some mortgage assistance programs. Okay, they have 2 new ones they put out for veterans. Those are already on my TikTok. So if you have a home through the VA, they got the best programs in the business. Basically, what the VA is going to do is whatever amount that you are behind in your payments, they're just going to buy it. And they're going to buy it, and then they're going to create a lien against your property, and you don't have to pay this lien until after you sell. There's no interest, there's no monthly payments, nothing. So the VA basically finna come in like a thief in the night, take that debt that you owe, pay it off for you, put it as a lien. You go on, live your life normal, and when it's time for you to sell and or refinance your home, you then will have to pay them the money back that they paid to get you out of your situation. So regular homeowners, it ain't that sweet. I'm gonna do a video, 2 of them tonight, for the 2 different programs y'all have, because you're getting ready to run out of time for your modifications and for your COVID-19 extensions. Okay, these things are coming. It's coming, up where you're not gonna be able to have the support anymore. Now, I always like to throw this out. If you are worried about your home being foreclosed upon, please know that you have the last laugh, homeowners, because you can wait up until the day that house is put on the market. You can still file bankruptcy and stop the process and still keep the house. Now, I'm not telling y'all to wait till the last minute, but what I am saying is that you do have some options. So please don't feel that just because you can't pay or you don't have a job that you automatically going to lose your house. You don't have to take those calls or those people calling you trying to buy it. You tell them no, and there are other options out there for you. Okay. All right. I'm trying to say this PPP forgiveness because it is so good. Y'all just ain't gonna believe what's going on. All right. Can you recommend a good company to consolidate student loans? I recommend the Department of Education. Okay. Do not consolidate your loans with anybody else but your good old uncle. Okay. And that uncle is called Sam. Y'all know Uncle Sam. That's who you consolidate your loans with. You don't have to consolidate them with anybody else, because a lot of these companies that say they're going to consolidate your loans are scams, and you are not going to know the difference because all you're trying to do is save some money. So if you want to consolidate your loans, just call the 1-800 number and tell them you want to consolidate them. They will do it right there over the phone. Boom. That's it. Don't call nobody else but your good old uncle Sam, and that's at the Department of Education. If y'all need the number, can't find it, I'll find it and send it to you. Okay. All right. You want my email? My email is info@shamikasaves, okay, .com. So I'll type that in there. That's my email, Menard. I think I said your name right. You can send that. You can send me whatever question that you have. Now, let me take a little sidebar real quick, because I didn't do no marketing, none of that good stuff. But again, if you're watching and you haven't followed, I know y'all want to follow by now, okay? Because I know I done said something that done piqued your interest. So follow me if you haven't already. Share, tag, hit the notification bell. I appreciate it. Also, if you want to do a consultation, you got questions, you can hit the link in the bio. You can ask me questions. You can book me for a consultation, a 30-minute or an hour. Let's see. What else? Oh, also, I do have a subscription group. So if you're one of those individuals who, like me, I like to know about what's going on. I don't want to find out last. I want to find out now. So if you're one of those type of people, or you want to be able to text back and forth with me instead of using my cell phone, I have a subscription group. It is $20 a month, but you get everything before everybody else gets it. So it's kind of like an insiders group, okay? And you also get to talk to me, which means you don't even have to worry about booking no consultations no more, because it's paying for itself. All right. So if you want to, the link is in the bio. It's on you. I appreciate your support either way. All right. And let me see what else I got. Apply for forgiveness. I will send y'all all the forms for that. Okay. See, Lavender, I'm telling you, you've been a caretaker and a taxi. Girl, that's miles, that's tires, oil changes. I see all kind of expenses in your future, honey. I see a very large tax return for you next year, because a lot of y'all do stuff that you don't even think about, that y'all need to start counting so that y'all can get these taxes. One thing that the IRS says for Black and brown people is that we never, ever take the credits that we're supposed to, which is why we don't file taxes, or we end up owing money, or the tax refunds that we get are so small because we don't know what to take. And then a lot of time No shade to the tax preparers y'all been going to, but some of y'all been going to people who don't know what they're doing. They're using TurboTax and just answering the questions, and then you wonder why you're not getting all the stuff that you should, okay? So make sure you're going to somebody at least that know a little bit of something, okay? Hey, Tyron, yes, I will send you the forms. Knowing you, you're going to text me anyway. So go on and text me, and I will send them to you when I get off the live, okay? Let's see. How do I get the information for forgiveness? You can get that from me, Little Ladybug. You can send me a message on Instagram if I didn't cover what you need. I can send you those forms if that's what you're asking for. Okay. And I said Ohio. Ohio is one of the states that are doing the home loan assistance fund. So if you're a homeowner, you can go and get you some money from them. Okay. All right, so let me see what I got left really quick, and I'm going to let y'all go. So we talked about housing. The only thing new that has happened with the SBA, for anybody that wants to know, the EIDL is still taking the 90 days for the targeted advance. The loans are still, they're going fast. So if you put in an application for the EIDL loan, you'll get an answer very fast. But what has changed now is now if you want to get the loan, they have now increased your credit score amount. So it used to be 620. It is now 625. That's not that much, but that's a big difference to some people who couldn't even reach 620. So if you cannot, if you're not at 625, don't even waste your time applying until you get there. Okay. So the SBA has been changing up a lot of stuff as they go on incrementally. So if you don't keep up with me on Mondays, you're not going to even know what has changed. Okay. One of the things that has changed, and we're going to talk about this PPP forgiveness really quick, is you guys know that the SBA has opened up a portal for individuals to do their PPP loan forgiveness. But here is what is happening. A lot of these banks, the large banks, I'm not talking about the Wamplies, I'm not talking about Blue Acorn, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about these brick and mortar banks, Chase, SunTrust, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. They are not signing up to allow you guys to do your forgiveness through the SBA portal. The reason that that is a problem is because now they're going through the paperwork and now they're seeing that they approve people who shouldn't have never been approved in the first place. And so now when you try to do a 100% forgiveness, some people are only getting 2% of their loans forgiven and are on the rack for the rest of it. Okay. So, and I'll give you an example. We had someone that had got a $50,000 loan from Bank of America. And what happened when they tried to do their forgiveness? The person was going through that paperwork with a fine-tooth comb. Now, y'all remember when they did these loans, they did them with their eyes closed and you got the money. But now that person only got $2,000 of the money forgiven because they were looking at the bank accounts, they were looking at the paperwork, looking at the receipts, because they wanted documentation. All right. So if you are not able to do your forgiveness through the SBA forgiveness portal, I hate to say, but you might end up finding yourself in a situation that you might not like. So if you find that you went to one of these brick and mortar banks to get your PPP, you need to do that forgiveness ASAP so that you can find out if they are going to make you pay. They're not doing 100% forgiveness like they're doing through the SBA website. And there's nothing that the people can do about it because you didn't meet the requirements in the first place. And the SBA is not going to hold the bank responsible if you're not eligible. You are supposed to know that you're not eligible. So if the bank approved you and you weren't supposed to, that is not their fault. They're going to say, well, you shouldn't have applied in the first place. And I do not want to see that happen to anybody, but it is happening. I'm also seeing people who got their second PPP, individuals who got their second PPP, the second one, the one that came in 2021. If you're not allowed to do that one through the portal, if you have to do that one through your bank, more than likely you're going to have to produce documents. That's the one thing that all of these brick and mortar banks have in common when you compare it to SBA. SBA does not require documentation, especially for the majority of these loans at $150,000 or less. But if you got it through the bank, you're going to have to show some documentation. You're going to have to really show you spent that 60% on labor. You really going to have to show you spent that 40% and have business receipts. So make sure y'all tell somebody if they did not go through one of these online, Blue Vine, Blue Acorn, Womply. Those are probably the 3 top ones. Oh, and Biz to Credit. Those are probably the 4 that you can do very easily through the SBA portal. A lot of the other ones, no bueno. Okay, you might have to pay. And let me see if I missed anything. Let me do my time check. Let me see what time it is, y'all. Okay, good. We're right on time. And last but not least, because I ain't checked y'all no questions, but I'm gonna get to y'all in a minute. Let's talk about these vaccine passports and these in the vaccine court. So a lot of people say there ain't no vaccine court. There's a vaccine court, y'all. Okay. You cannot sue the pharmaceutical companies if you got a bad batch of the vaccine or if you got a vaccine that didn't mix with your body chemistry. The only person that you can sue is your good old Uncle Sam, okay? The maximum amount that you can sue for is up to $250,000. Now, this is not just the COVID vaccines. These are all of them. The flu shots, the typhoids, the polios, y'all know the names, okay? I'm not gonna go into all of them, but if you got any other vaccines, okay, and you think or believe that you can prove that the vaccine has caused whatever, whether it's to you or to your child, or if you had a women, if you've miscarried and you lost a baby and you feel that it's attributed to the vaccine, you can, and it's very easy. You're just gonna get a lawyer. They don't even charge you. They do it just like Social Security. You don't pay them any money. They will take your case. They will file the case in federal court, which means it does become public. People can see it. Okay. But you have an opportunity to let your paperwork speak for yourself and your lawyer speak for you to try to be able to get you some money for COVID vaccine or any of the other vaccines. So make sure you let somebody know. The vaccine passports. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all if I think you should get the shot or not. I will say this. A lot of y'all who are not trying to get this shot, y'all done got all the other shots and you ain't died. You got all the other shots and you're okay. So I don't know what the super big deal is, but I'm going to let that be a decision y'all have to make on your own. But I will tell you that I say this every Monday too. It's getting real, y'all. You're not going to be able to go places. You're going to have to they're not even letting people, you can carry the card now, but the card is going away. Why? Because people messing it up for people. Y'all seen the couple that got stuck in Hawaii? They tried to sneak back over here into the United States. They went on vacation. They had a nice vacation until it was time to come home. At the airport, they saw that vaccine card and was like, somebody, this ain't right. And now they stuck over there in Hawaii, can't even come home right now. They finna get charged with felonies because you cannot carry a fake vaccine card. It is a felony, okay? So that they can do away with that, they're gonna make a registry. And when I say a registry, it's gonna be just like your registry when you about to have a baby. They're gonna be able to type your name in and look it up and see if you actually got the vaccine. Now, the reason I bring this up is because Experian, the credit bureau, is who they're using to verify. They're not using ID.me, they're using Experian. So y'all know Experian is the king of data breaches. Experian always is having data breaches. So I want to say this to Black, Brown, and hopefully my Asian people too, if y'all watching. A lot of us have the same last names, Johnsons, Williams. Y'all know how we got them common last names. So if you're somebody that has a common last name, please make sure that when you go to verify yourself. So we don't know what the system looks like yet because they haven't rolled it out in all the states. Right now, it's only in Illinois, but they are already warning people to make sure that you are verifying you, not somebody else. I would hate to see a vaccinated person verify themselves, but they're actually verifying the unvaccinated person. Then you're going to set yourself up for failure, okay? So make sure that you are verifying yourself. And if you have a block on your credit, a security freeze, you will have to unfreeze yourself so that they're able to look at your information, okay? Now, some of y'all follow me and you watch me and y'all see I put videos out about people that keep these secret credit scores on y'all, the secret surveillance scores. I put a video out yesterday letting y'all know that We got more than just our, Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion score. But if you froze your LexisNexis file, if y'all don't know what that is, you should know. But if you froze your LexisNexis file, you also may have a problem when it comes time to doing the registry. So if you locked yourself up with these accounts so people aren't sharing your information with the public, you will also need to unlock them so that they can verify. Okay. So that's why I wanted to let you guys know about that. All right. So let me see these questions, and then y'all know I'm gonna let y'all go because it's 8. All right. So it says, is it time to submit the PPP forgiveness for the 2021 PPP loan? You can submit your forgiveness for the PPP loan. Remember, they have an 8-week and a 25-week waiting period. So most of the 8 weeks have already passed for you guys. So yes, Miss Teresa, you can submit your PPP forgiveness, and I'm honestly, do it now. I would tell you to do it, especially if the money's gone. Okay, if you don't spend the money anyway, go ahead on and do the forgiveness before you get too comfortable and forget, because when that bill comes, they don't want to hear nothing about I forgot. Once the bill comes, you got to pay. All right. Let's see, what about customers banks? Are they a big bank? If you went into an actual brick and mortar bank, Lachelle, I would call the bank and ask them how they want you to do the forgiveness, because they are switching up the game on people. And I just hate to see that people think this is going to be forgiven, and then they're finding out now they got to pay. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Harriet, I know it's crazy the stuff that's going on right now. Okay. You should be uploading your info on VSafe. What's VSafe, Harriet? You got to let us know. We got to share that. Please let me know what that is. Y'all see that? No fake COVID vaccination cards. Verify only yourself. Yep. Look at that. Miss Frida is a great note taker. Y'all see this? Okay. This is who y'all need. That's why y'all need to come here and get this building. Look, free note taker included. All right. Y'all can't do no better than that. All right. Let me keep going. The student loan form, Yushana Miller, I will. If you send me a message, I will send it to you when I get home. All right. All right. Let me see if I missed anything. How much for your tax service? Well, that depends. If you catch me at the beginning of tax season, it's going to be free. Why? Because I work with the IRS and we do taxes for free under the VITA program. If you catch me after April 15th, it's not going to be free. Okay. So that depends. So if you catch me during that period, 100% free. Yes, I said free. Y'all know I love free. Speaking of free, if y'all haven't gotten it already, y'all can go to my link in my website, in the bio. I am giving out a free business credit checklist. So some of y'all credit decent enough where y'all ready to move on to the next level and start building your business credit, which is very important, okay? Because we want to get our business to be supported and paid for by our business credit, not our personal. So if you are curious of how that starts and you don't want to talk to people, you might be a little ashamed, you don't want to read no books, I got a quick, easy checklist that you can just keep right on your phone, and you can just look at the screen, see where you at, and go down the list. Very, very easy. Now, if you have questions with that, of course, you can book me for the consultation and we can talk about it. We can go through it together, but I am giving that to y'all for free. So I've been seeing that people have been getting it and downloading it. So I am telling y'all to get it. Tell your mamas, your cousins, whoever has a business, going on and get that checklist, and let's use our business credit the way it should be used. Or better yet, let's use our business credit, because a lot of us didn't even know that there was business credit 5 years ago. So let's catch up with everybody else, and let's get these American Expresses and let's get these cars in our business name. We don't have to carry this stuff on our personal. Okay, so it's time to streamline some stuff and stop cold. All right, so let me see what we got over here. So be a reminder when it's time for your next shot and they do a checkup on you. Well, Harriet Condry, I need to know where you at, because they didn't offer me that. So if that is something I need to find out about, because I don't have no problem getting on the phone and calling and saying, why y'all didn't tell me about VSafe? So send me a message and let me know where you at, because I want to see where that is to see if we can get that around here. Okay. Thank you, Yushana. How can I get my child check? It was mailed on the 13th and I did not get it. If you did not get it, you're going to have to call the IRS, because they cannot forward checks from the IRS. It goes back if you are not there to get it, unfortunately. Okay. You know what, Harry, you can send it to me in my inbox, because I really do want to see that. Okay. Because I just got the regular card. I didn't get nothing about no portal or none of that. Okay. So definitely I need to find out what that is. Lachelle says, I never received mine. I went on my site and followed to sign up, but never received. And that must be the PPP. I know people still trying to get this PPP money, but I'm just going to let y'all know there's no more PPP, y'all. Okay? You can't get no PPP money. It is over. Now, if y'all find somebody that happen to get something after the fact, please let me know. I don't mind being wrong, and I will correct myself. But there is no money for PPP right now, okay? Let me see. Okay, how do I get the business checklist? The business checklist, go to the link in my bio, and you're on Facebook, so I will send me a message, Nakia, and I'll send you the link, and you can just go there and download it, okay? I'm in Titusville, Florida, but I got my vaccine in Rockledge. Okay, oh, look at that. Well, thank you. See, that's what I need to know. I didn't know nothing about that. I'm gonna look into that, okay? Thank you, Harriet. Oh, Harriet said we could do it from our phone. So I'm gonna be letting y'all know about the V thing in just a minute. Okay. Let me see. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss nothing. You're welcome, Boss Lady 78. What's going on with the bank returns on grants? How long is the wait? Oh, that wait is probably gonna be about 6 months. Money back if the SBA money went to the wrong account. No more PPP, and I believe that it's going to be all for right now. So again, thank y'all for being here. I think I went over everything. I don't see any more questions, so I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna continue to post. I got some more videos and I got some more stuff to post on Facebook. If you're local here and y'all see me posting these jobs, now I'm gonna tell it again. We want a contract for the state of Florida for staffing. So if you are in the medical field and you need a job, okay, we prefer people who are local to the areas that we are posting. But if you need a job, and you're in the medical field, LPN, RN, front desk, whatever, send me your resume, because these places, they need people ASAP because of this COVID and this Delta variant. So if you want to make a couple, 18, I think it's $18 for medical records. LPN is like $27, and I think RNs are like $32 or $36. But anyway, so if you need something real quick, please send me your resume. Also, send me a request if you need the link so you can get that business checklist. Also, if you need the forms for a student loan, you can also send me that request, and I'll send you those too, so that you can have them. Actually, I think I'm gonna put them on my website so y'all can just go and get those and download them. But other than that, again, thank y'all, and I'll see y'all next Monday. I will continue to post whatever I find, and if y'all find anything y'all want to share with me, please, so I can share with other people. And God bless y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. Good night. And TikTok, I might be back on later, so y'all just look out for me, okay? So I'll talk to y'all later. And again, thank you, Miss Frida, and thank you, Mr. Eugene, for letting me be here at the Mortgage Ministry Project. Again, if y'all want to have events, classes, workshops, or whatever, y'all see how nice they were to stay here with me tonight? They'll do the same for y'all. So y'all make sure y'all hit them up. And if you need their information and you didn't get it, I'll send it to you, all right? So y'all have a good evening. Bye-bye. Oh, she was so fun.
Good job.
Oh,